Looking at the starting five for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Randall and Gobert are in the middle. DiVincenzo and Edwards are the backcourt. And it's McDaniels in at the three, the small forward. And for the Lakers, Rui Hachimura is out there with LeBron James. Then it's Luke Kennard. Then there's Marcus Smart. And it's Ayton in at the center, locking down the middle. With the postseason in our sights now, what's more important to have, home court advantage or momentum, Grant?
I'd argue both, BA. I mean, if I had to choose one, I'd say momentum, just because you want to be peaking at the right time heading into the playoffs.
Now here's Edwards. Back to Randall. Over James. Randall can't hit. And so it's James with it. He brings it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. And Ayton with the stuff.
With his length, Ayton can easily get to the rim. In fact, he almost makes it look too easy.
Randall, the pass to Gobert. Good ball movement here by Minnesota. Randall can't hit. Now Los Angeles with it. To the inside. Out of bounds. It'll be Timberwolves ball. Now DiVincenzo. The three. And it's Randall that time. On the assist by McDaniels.
Yeah, a shot that Randall has added to his repertoire. Shooting the three with confidence now.
Kennard outside. Smart for three. Buries it from three.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Now here's Randall. And you look at his numbers, just over 21 a game. Out to DiVincenzo. Up and over Kennard. Here's Gobert. Well, it was only a matter of time before they finally get the bucket.
Yeah, just what they needed from Gobert. Grabbing the rebound with those long arms and sending it back.
It's James on the wing. Checked by Randall. Ayton with a screen. DiVincenzo against Kennard. 4 on the clock. He shoots over DiVincenzo. It's rebounded by Minnesota.
That's a decent look for him. He just couldn't convert.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
I did briefly speak with J.J. Redick. Coach spoke about how Rudy Gobert can change a game defensively. He had all the praise in the world, saying there are so few players at this level that can make a player fearful of shooting inside. Rudy is one of them. You have to get over the idea of hearing footsteps and be okay with having a shot blocked every now and then. Back to you.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. The Lakers have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Smart outside. Fires for 3. McDaniels with the rebound. And here's McDaniels. He'll bring it up for the T-Wolves. Well, Grant, we've heard Anthony Edwards talk about trusting his teammates. He understands you need everybody.
Yeah, a lot falls on his shoulders offensively with this team, BA. So those playmaking decisions in the moment, a lot easier said than done.
The Lakers with the ball, following the score by Minnesota. Pass to Ayton. Smart outside. Fires in the triple. Smart's got 6.
Look, and when Marcus Smart is hitting from deep, it really makes a difference in this offense. It becomes so much more dynamic.
Now here's Randall. He's got 5. And the three-pointer goes.
Oh, man, he's feeling it this quarter. They should be looking to get him going every trip down the floor.
James deciding where to go with it. From down in the low post, it goes.
Like, at this point in time, like, you have to understand that if LeBron James is on the inside, he has so many ways to beat you. A little contact's not going to do anything.
Now here's Edwards. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Randall inside. Check by James. Randall, good.
Letting Randall get inside with the ball was a bad mistake. His finishing ability got him to the bucket.
Hachimura outside. Pass to James. Launches a 3. And Los Angeles another 3.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
The Timberwolves have got 6 of 10 attempts to fall. Here's Gobert. Taking a look at his numbers, averaging about 11 a game. Here's Randall. Misses with the fallback, Jay. The Lakers have gotten 5 of 7 shots to fall. Ayton passes to Hachimura. And here's Kennard. Hachimura outside. That falls. Nice feed that time from James.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
And Chris Finch wants a timeout. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. The Lakers beat them last time when these two met in Los Angeles.
Last game, their starting lineup struggled to stay on the floor. It just put too much pressure on the bench.
Expect to see them being much more careful tonight because of that. Maybe being a little less aggressive.
Pass to McDaniels. Randall with it. He picked up 18 points in their last win against Denver.
And he didn't just create offense for himself now. He did a tremendous job of setting up his teammates as well.
Clock is at 3. And his 5th basket. Now 5 for 8. Looking comfortable out there.
Yeah, and anytime there's contact in there with Randall, he usually gets the best of it.
And there's James from the arc. The rebound by the Timberwolves. They're coming off a win against the Nuggets.
It really was the strength of their D helping them to force a lot of mistakes.
Not just forcing mistakes, but converting them into buckets on the other end. Great controlled aggression from their D in that game.
Yeah, put your head down and go to work. That's what they need to do.
Yeah, when the game is up for grabs like this one has been, it's all about the attention to detail.
Now, here is James. Coming off a 28-point game against Houston.
And he played cat and mouse with the defense, baiting them into fouls, working himself to the line.
Here's Edwards. Now here's DiVincenzo. Still no points. Shoots from 12. And it comes off the front of the rim. The Lakers trail. Kennard outside. Back to Ayton. Smart outside. The offensive rebound. There's the 3. Can't get that one to go. He's just 2 of 5 now from the field. Minnesota's gone 2 for 4 from range to start things off. Pass to Gobert. Back to Randall. Ooh, making his presence felt here. He's now 6 for 9 in this game.
They have no answer defensively inside.
James passes to Ayton. Nice ball movement by Los Angeles. James outside. 3-pointer. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got 5 rebounds tonight. And offensive rebounding, one of Rudy Gobert's specialties, Grant.
Yeah, in some games, over half his points come from second chance opportunities. And you know, B.A., even when you block him out, he can reach right over you and get that board.
Randall can't hit. Lakers trail by 4. To get back on track. And it's James with the jam.
Bron dunked that like he was angry. Is he okay? Man, he got the table shaking over here.
Outside Edwards. Outside McDaniels. To the wing on the left. Here's Randall. And it's in there. Randall's got 16 points now.
Their defense just falls apart once the ball goes inside.
Here's James. He's got 7. Floats one. Kennard for 3. Knocks it down from distance.
You see the floor awareness James possesses. Outstanding read there.
Now DiVincenzo. No made baskets yet. And Chris Finch wants a timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Laravia's checked in for the Lakers. Smith comes in for Kennard. Internet sensation Supreme Dreams in the crowd. LA always packs in the big names.
Yeah, it's a hallmark of Lakers games. You're going to see the stars in the crowd every night. Guys like Supreme Dream are what make these LA home games so special.
Outside, Anderson. Highland, the pass to Anderson. Here's Reed. And he buries his first look.
I know it's early, but you have to wonder if these offenses can keep this up.
There will be some letdown at some point, but these teams, they are built to score, so.
For three, James. And the Lakers hit again from deep.
Their defense has to do a better job of smothering those shooters.
Outside Reed. Rejected by Ayton.
Ayton was tracking that one all the way, meeting the ball right at the rim. I mean, that's great defense.
And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
These defenders really need to man up, particularly in the lane.
A chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for Minnesota.
Oh, boy, they've been driving deep into that defense early on, and it's paid off. Great penetration from the perimeter so far.
And the other thing you notice is how determined they've been to get into the paint and get buckets around the rim.
James is checked in for Los Angeles. Here's James. He's got 10. And he drops in the layup off the glass. James has got 12 points.
Honestly, I feel so fortunate to be able to sit here and watch this because there are not many vintage performances by LeBron James left to go in his career.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
There's a minute 59 left in the first quarter. It's James on the wing. Back to James. Off target from outside.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
Here's Highland. And a nice finish on the layup. And now a 5-point Timberwolves lead.
More points coming from inside. In that respect, they've been the more aggressive team.
James against Ingles. Oh, he drains it. His 6th make in 9 tries so far.
When LeBron is being aggressive on offense, you gotta make a change. You can't let him just have his way.
Pass to Highland. Reed, a screen on James. 6 to shoot. Here's Highland. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
That's a guy you want taking shots, a quality offensive player.
Laravia outside. Back to James. And it's going to be a 3-second call. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Hayes is checked in for Ayton. Kleba comes in for LeBron. Connect's checked in for Hachimura. And it's Smith in for James. Randall, he's checked in for Minnesota. Minnesota leading by 5. Highland looking for an opening. Pass to Randall. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Randall's got 18 points in the game.
And they've settled in quickly today. A nice flow and rhythm to their offense.
Now Hayes. Reed defending. Now here's Kleba. Nice ball movement by Los Angeles. Smith no good. Randall outside. Kleber with a steal. It could go. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. The baskets were coming early and often in the first quarter. It's Minnesota leading by 7. And the second quarter is on its way when we return. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through one quarter of action so far. All right, let's quickly break down the game, what we've seen so far from the Timberwolves, guys.
Well, what I love is the tremendous belief in their bench. They were looking for points, and their reserves delivered.
Sometimes you just need a change of pace. The bench delivered that.
Setting the floor for the Timberwolves. Randall at power forward with Reed at center. DeSumo is out there with Bones Highland. And it's Clark in at the small forward. Now here's Highland. 7-point game, biggest lead so far. Randall inside. Kleber on him. And down it goes. 2 points. Randall's got 20.
And adding to this lead right now, riding a wave of momentum.
Yeah, they've locked in during this stretch. If they keep it up, their lead will only continue to grow.
Smith with it. He's guarded by Highland. A nice shot by Smith.
If Smith plays bigger than his size, he's got great bounce, and it helps him make plays there on the inside.
Reed a screen on Kleber. For 3, Randall. It's Hayes with the rebound.
And after connecting twice from deep in the first quarter, he hasn't been able to drain another here in the second.
Pass to Kleber. Now here's Hayes. LaRavia outside. Here's Smith. 5 on the clock. And here's LaRavia. 4-3. Hits the trifecta. LaRavia's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
When he has that much space, he's a pretty good bet to nail the 3.
DeSumo outside. And he lays it up and in.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
Lakers trail by 6. Smith passes to LaRavia. Back to Smith. Count it. Smith's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Tough make by Smith inside. He had to work around their physicality.
Clark outside. DeSumo left side. Back to Clark. Fires at the elbow. The Lakers with a rebound. This game following their win against the Rockets.
Oh my, talk about mental toughness. The crowd was roaring against them. They were able to focus and finish the task at hand.
And the mental game you talk about, a lot comes down to coaching. Having your players focused.
Here's Highland following the score by Los Angeles. From outside the arc. Out to the right wing. For 3, Randall. It's Hayes with the rebound. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Pass to Smith. Back to LaRavia. The 3 is up. Randall pulls down the board.
You gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
From behind the arc. And it's Highland. That time on the assist from Randall. Highland's got 7 points in the game.
And with all the defensive attention Randall gets, that kick-out pass is a vital part of his game.
And so now a timeout called by J.J. Redick. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Shannon's checked in for Minnesota. Edwards comes in for Highland. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for DeAndre Ayton.
Well, his scoring has dipped over the last few seasons, and sometimes that can be cause for concern. But it doesn't always tell the full story. You have to consider his role, his usage, as well as the other ways he contributes to the team.
Now here's Hayes. No points so far to the paint. Takes the assist and lays it in. Nice setup. And one move we're seeing more frequently these days, Richard, the self-alley-oop.
T-Mac might have been the first to do it back in the 0-2 All-Star game, but now you see it a few times this season, but it is still a major highlight every time.
And Minnesota has possession. The Lakers getting their last shot to go.
And to put things simply, this has not been his quarter.
Inside. Oh, LeBron! Just too much to handle inside.
The D hasn't been quick enough to react to the ball inside. That's helped cause this run.
And here's Edwards. Looking at his scoring efficiency, he's averaging around 29 a game. Pass to Reed. The three is up. Smart grabs a miss.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Kennard with it. Picked up by Reed. Back to Kennard. Takes the three. They get it again. And finished off by Hayes. Well, plenty of give and take so far.
Yeah, 6 lead changes already. Both teams came to play.
Up top, Randall. Check by James. It's tipped. It's Smart on the wing. Guarded by Edwards. Lets it go from 11. No good off the glass. And so it's Reed with it. He brings it up for Minnesota. The Sumu, the pass to Randall. From 9 feet. And he hits the jumper. Randall's got 4 points now in the quarter.
No, he's been locked all the way in from the floor, and he's the #1 reason why they're winning right now.
James outside. Hayes with a screen on Randall. James. Minnesota with a rebound. Reed's got his 5th rebound in this one. Pass to Edwards. Outside Reed. Launches it. Yes, and it's Edwards picking up the assist. And now a 4-point Minnesota lead.
Great awareness from Ant to locate his teammate for the score.
And now a timeout called by J.J. Redick. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. And the Lakers making a change here. Hachimura's checked in. And then for Minnesota, Gobert's checked in for Reed. McDaniels comes in for Shannon. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Dosunmu. Lakers trail by 4. Pass to Kennard. Smart outside. James outside. Back to Smart from downtown. Minnesota with a rebound. Gobert's got his 6th rebound on the night.
Let's just say his subpar shooting is just one reason why they are trailing in this ball game.
Pass to McDaniels. Now here's Edwards. Back to Daniels. From the arc. Pure from 3-point range. McDaniels got 7.
Yeah, a good decision by Edwards, feeding the outside shooter.
Now James. To end the run. Randall pulls down the board.
And you got to give credit to the D for never giving up on the play and doing just enough to bother him at the rim.
For 3, DiVincenzo. Good. The assist goes to Edwards. Edwards got his 4th assist in this one.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Lakers trail by 10. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Thank you. The Lakers going out and acquiring superstar talent in Luka Doncic. LeBron James said, everything I do on the floor, Doncic has the ability to do it or even do it better. That's how great he is. Even at his young age, he's such a unique, special player. A generational talent. Brian, back over to you.
They're happy to have him. Allie, appreciate the report. Ayton, he's checked in for Hayes. Naz Reed's checked in for Minnesota. Kennard outside. Nice ball movement by Los Angeles. James against Reed. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
Oh, man, LeBron, just big boy basketball on full display.
Los Angeles shooting their first free throw of the game here.
What's up?
And when you think of LeBron, his competitive spirit is, to me, the first thing that comes to mind. All this guy wants to do is win all the time.
Now here's Reed. He picked up 15 in their last win against Denver.
And on top of everything else, he did a great job of helping control the boards at both ends.
Reed with it. Check by James. Clock at 6. And Reed with a basket on the assist by DiVincenzo.
Rate of baskets assisted, it's a stat I really like. It tells the story of how well you are playing team offense.
Pass to Kennard. There's the triple. Rebound Minnesota.
I'll tell you what, they've been aggressive and they've been physical.
McDaniels passes to Reed. Down low. Here's Gobert. Strong finish by Gobert.
When Gobert is close like that, you know he's going to try and ram it through.
Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
This is why you put the ball in his hands. An accurate pass hitting a moving target.
Outside Reed. Pass to Gobert. DiVincenzo with it. He's averaging more than 12 a game. A consistent threat on offense. Here's Reed. Unable to get that one. Some solid defense from James. Kennard with it. DiVincenzo picks him up. Here's James. And he can't bank that one in. And here's Minnesota now. They're on a 15-5 run. Hachimura against DiVincenzo. Over to the left wing. Now here's Gobert. He's coming off a 10-point game against Denver.
And how about the passing? We've seen this from him. He's just absolutely shredding the D to pieces right now.
Now here's Kennard. For three, James. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got 7 rebounds in the game. And here's Edwards outside. Edwards making it look so easy from deep.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
James, a screen on DiVincenzo. Hachimura outside. James passes to Hachimura. And it's slammed in by Hachimura.
Oh, what a finish. Ruri's showing off that athletic ability.
Edwards looking for an opening. Rebound by the Lakers. Ayton's got his 6th rebound on the night. The #1 overall pick in 2020. Grant, you think Anthony Edwards has a shot to become the best American-born player in the NBA?
You know, I think his aspiration is higher than that, B.A. He's thinking MVP, face of the league. And if you ask me, he has the talent to do it.
Here's Hachimura following the score by Minnesota. James can't get it to go. McDaniels against Hachimura. Pass to DiVincenzo. Here's Gobert. Outside Edwards. Oh, the finish inside by Edwards.
That scoreless first quarter, that might have woke him up, and he's turned it on here in the second.
Kennard outside. Back to James. With the floater, and he gets it to go. James has got 7 points for the quarter.
And they had early success from the perimeter, but I don't understand how they've gotten away from that here in the second.
Edwards against Smart. Edwards, no good. Lakers trail by 12. To the middle. James takes the hit and sinks the shot.
And another great assist. The offense is really clicking now.
Outside Edwards. DiVincenzo with a screen on Smart. Pass to Reed. Fires the 3. Jacks up a three. On target from range. Reed's got 15 points.
He is getting everything he wants. The defense is seemingly powerless to slow him down. It's sad.
James outside. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. And this is his second and third free throws tonight.
Shooting 2.
That free throw good from James. Second free throw, no good. And so it's Minnesota going into the break up 12. Teams talk about wanting to get the ball inside, but this is how you do it. Back after this.
Hey, everybody. Psst. I got a secret. We're approaching the playoffs, and we are starting the show with a breakdown of the Western Conference standings.
You look at the Timberwolves, they've been just solid at times, and at other times they've been awesome. Fun team to watch when everything's in sync. Are they a true championship contender? We'll see.
Moving on now to the first half of play. And how about Julius Randle's contribution?
Randle's rise has been impressive, from role player to budding star. And tonight he's putting on this entire arsenal that he's displayed is impressive.
Yeah, he stepped it up, that's for sure. Love seeing his hard work pay off.
That does it for halftime. Let's get back to game action. Here's Brian Anderson with the start of the third quarter.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. You know, LeBron James has been exceptional here, guys.
And in the first half, he dominated in the post. He got the looks he wanted and was able to execute.
The question now is, will the defense keep letting him punish them inside? Or did Coach have some new ideas for them?
Lakers trail by 12. They've got DeAndre Ayton. Luke Kennard out there with Marcus Smart. Then it's Rui Hachimura, and it's James in at the 4 slot. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. Three-pointer. Gets rebounded by Minnesota. Gobert's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Here's DiVincenzo. Gobert with a screen on Hachimura. Randle outside. 6 on the shot clock. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Smart passes to Hachimura. And the deficit down inside single digits. Hachimura's got 8.
And the coaching staff loves it. It's why they encourage Hachimura to fire away.
DiVincenzo, the pass to Edwards. Back to DiVincenzo. Puts up a 3. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Smart outside. Pass to James. Over Randle. The shot by James, no good. The Timberwolves lead by 9. Outside, DiVincenzo. Gobert with a screen on Hachimura. McDaniels passes to Gobert. Gobert using his size to his advantage.
Outstanding job converting in close. Gobert understands how to execute around the rim.
Randall against James. Hachimura with a screen on Randall. And there's James from the arc. And it's Gobert with a rebound.
1 for 4 in the second half. Just trying to get into a rhythm.
Pass to DiVincenzo. Good ball movement here by Minnesota. And here's Edwards outside. Drains the triple. He's got 10.
And this is how confident Edwards is. Feels like he can sink these shots whenever he wants.
James outside. Again, the miss by James.
It's been an ugly quarter for him. Trying to shoot his way out of it. Might be time to work on the playmaking skills.
Outside, DiVincenzo. Good. The assist goes to Edwards. Edwards got his 5th assist in this one.
Balanced play has given them the lead and also quieted this crowd.
They've played fantastic ball, and you can feel the hush that's come over this crowd.
And so now a timeout called by J.J. Redick. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Let's check in on the Western Conference standings as the race to the playoffs continues. You look at the Lakers. They've been grinding out enough wins to place 4th in the conference right now. And, of course, the Timberwolves. Only 2 spots back.
I think for Los Angeles, they have to be proud of what they accomplished so far. But they also feel they've left some wins on the table and that their best basketball is yet to come.
Now here's Kennard. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. For 3, James. Wow! LeBron James with the range.
His first 3 of the half. That gives him 9 total points from beyond the arc so far.
Randall, the pass to Gobert. Randall outside. Outside Edwards. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. And Ayton has got the ball here for the Lakers. It's a 14-point game. Ooh, nice. Smart. Slipping inside.
Good work inside from Smart. It's clear how confident he is close to the rim.
Outside Edwards. And he converts the layup. Edwards got 5 points now this quarter.
Outstanding work in close. Edwards is just so confident from this area.
Down low. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
He's getting after it, but needs some help if they're going to get it done.
DiVincenzo, the pass to Gobert. Gobert not bothered by the D.
Monster down low. I mean, Gobert says, forget your contact and give me the bucket.
James against Randall. Here's James. He's got 27. Ooh, McDaniels with a steal. Pass to DiVincenzo. James against Randall. Picked by Gobert. Randall's got room. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Smart right side. And he's going for the lob. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
Just a typical selfless play from Smart. He's all about team success.
Minnesota leading by 12. Outside, DiVincenzo. The kick out to Edwards. Just 5 to shoot. Outside McDaniels. Yes, and it's Edwards picking up the assist. McDaniels got 10.
If you're not right up there on him, oh, he's going to make you pay.
Smart outside. James, a screen on Edwards. Smart for three. Randall pulls down the board. Randall's got 4 rebounds now.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well. B.A., the one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
Yeah, and absolutely. Even smooth when he's powering it home like that. Now here's Kennard. Ayton with a screen. Let's go with a 3. And Luke Kennard good for 3. Kennard's gotten his second bucket.
And their perimeter shooting numbers have been up since the start of the second half.
Randall, the pass to Edwards. And again, it's Minnesota with a 3.
He knocked one deep ball in the first half, but you start to get the feeling he's finding his rhythm out there now.
Pass to Hachimura. Kennard outside. Here's Ayton. Ooh, he's locked in. Drains his 5th shot in as many attempts. Minnesota leading by 15. DiVincenzo, the pass to Gobert. Edwards for 3. Hachimura with a rebound. Los Angeles has gotten 3 of 6 threes to fall in the third quarter. Tipped. Ooh, Gobert with a steal. And they're on the break. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. And let's take a moment here to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Timberwolves.
All game long, they've been making it rain from the arc. And look, they've done it by feeding the hot hands.
Yeah, another thing you notice are
One
all
shot.
the assists. The ball just has energy, and everyone is getting involved.
And Richard, for those vets who haven't won a ring yet, how hard is it to take less money to join a contender?
It is not hard, and contenders typically count on that. Because once you've made the money, if you've made it that far in your career, if there's one thing left that you want to accomplish, that's win a ring.
So it's Minnesota now. After the Lakers picking up a basket just moments ago, Edwards gets the bucket.
And he's carried them this quarter, a dominant offensive stretch.
Now Kennard, he has 6. Here's Ayton. Off the mark with the outside fadeaway.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Dosunmu, the pass to Edwards. Picked by Gobert. Edwards with it. LaRavia covering. Shot clock at 6. Outside McDaniels. From 17. Good. The assist goes to Edwards. Edwards got 8 assists in the game.
That guy is perfect from the field, making major contributions to this lead.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. Anthony Edwards keeps a tight circle. He said, I've known my whole crew since I was 13, and that's the answer to everything. And the crew includes those voices of wisdom, too. He said, quote, I keep those types of friends around. I'm not the type that always listens, but I'll listen to my elders. Back over to you, B.A.
Okay, Allie, thanks a lot. Now here's Gobert. A 21-point lead, the biggest in the game.
Yeah, the defense will live with that shot, but give Gobert credit for extending his range.
Here's Kennard. Hachimura with a screen on McDaniels. And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles. And here's Gobert. He'll bring it up for the T-Wolves. Randall outside. They double Randall. Outside McDaniels. The 3-ball. And yes, it's good. He's 7 for 8 now.
They've been pretty lax with their perimeter defense, giving up a lot of three-pointers.
The Lakers have gone 50% from the field in the third quarter, 8 of 16. Pass to Ayton. To stop the drought. It's blocked by Gobert.
Yeah, no easy paths to the rim when Gobert is down low. I mean, he just bats it away with ease.
Beyond the arc. And Edwards with the basket on the assist by Gobert. Edwards has got 21.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
And even though they're down, it's not on him. He's been lights out on offense for them this quarter especially.
And Minnesota calls time here. And the Lakers will go for a different look here. Hayes is checked in for DeAndre Ayton. Kleba comes in for Hachimura. James is checked in for Smart. And James is subbed in for Kennard. Naz Reid's checked in for Minnesota. Highland comes in for McDaniels. There's a minute 47 left in the third quarter. Outside Edwards. Gobert with a screen on James. And Gobert with the stuff.
Yeah, great play from Edwards off the pick and roll. Moving the ball around and get another guy a shot.
Laravia passes to James. Nice ball movement by Los Angeles. Laravia outside. The three. The rebound by the Timberwolves.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Pass to Dosunmu. Fires from deep. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. James has got 5 rebounds tonight. James outside. Laravia with a screen. For 3. Kleba. Great positioning on the putback.
I always love the hard work on the glass. Just great activity.
It's Edwards on the wing. Check by James. Got it. Edwards has got 23.
Keep riding that hot hand. He's been pretty much unstoppable.
We've got 33 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's James. And the shot is good. Dropping it off the front of the rim.
Okay, making some plays there. I wonder who Bronny learned that from.
19 seconds left in the third quarter. James against Edwards. Shot clock at 5. This one for 3. The shot comes out. Anthony Edwards has been on display for the Timberwolves. Continued to rack up points in that quarter. His total for the night to 23. We'll be back in a moment. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
You talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
A lot of times a spectacular pass is more impressive than a spectacular shot. This is one of those times.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. On the court for Minnesota. Randall at power forward with Reid at center. Ayo Dosunmu out there with Bones Highland. And it's Clark in at the 3 spot. Here's Reid. And score it. That now makes him 7 for 11 in this game.
Taking it right at the rack. I mean, that defense is looking real frustrated.
That's the kind of aggression you want to see when you've got a team on the ropes.
Now here's Smith. Pass to James. Double team on James. James, a screen on Highland. Here's Smith. Randall pulls down the board.
And their physical dominance has been on display. A 10-rebound advantage is a good indicator of how this game has gone.
Outside, Highland. Kicks it out to Clark. Randall outside. Rebound, the Lakers. Pass to Smith. Well, Richard, you would know something about this. Is the wing position the most important in the NBA right now?
I would say once we got to the point forward position of the Scottie Pippens, of the Penny Hardaways, it became the most important position in the NBA, and it still stands true.
Now here's Reed, Highland, and here's Clark for three. It's Hayes with the rebound. Hayes has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Pass to Smith. It's James on the wing. The Lakers got to get one up. Late clock. The Lakers with another miss. The Timberwolves have gotten just 1 shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. And here's Clark. Now to Sumu. Pass to Reed. Outside, Highland fires the 3. And it's LaRavia with a rebound. Los Angeles has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. James outside. Smith outside. Now here's Kleba. They still need this. Reed with the rebound. Reed's got rebound number 8 now. Inside. Oh, deflected. Kleba with a steal. To the inside. Got a piece of it. Randall with a steal. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth now. Reed finds Randall. Banked it in off the glass. 24 points for Julius Randle.
And when he's in the zone, it's very hard to slow down Julius Randle on the offensive end. I mean, he's got serious power to his game.
Now here's Kleba. And, of course, you won a ring with the Cavs in 2016, Richard. Talk about the challenge of winning a title.
In a lot of ways, it just comes down to will and grit. The playoffs are an extra 2 months of intense basketball. The team that wins it all normally has the most health and motivation.
Randall with it. He's covered by LaRavia. From 12 feet. The shot won't fall. For Los Angeles, they've got nothing to fall in this fourth quarter. 0 of 5. Smith outside. Takes a 3. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Reed's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. And stolen by Hayes. 3 on 3. Pass to James. Nice ball movement by Los Angeles. Clock at 6. Here's Hayes. Good. For Minnesota, they've gotten only 2 of 6 attempts to drop in the fourth. And here's Reed. He's defended by Hayes. 16 feet out. The bank shot, no good. The Lakers shooting the ball at 48% so far. LaRavia outside. Back to James. To the paint. Here's Hayes. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. It's going to be on Naz Reid. Richard, when you look at career longevity for NBA players, has LeBron shifted what we thought was possible?
No doubt. It's made fans more critical of guys that are on the decline. But ultimately, guys start to decline around 32, 33 years old. That is normal.
And he makes a first. And some changes here for the Lakers. Hachimura's checked in for Kleba. Marcus Smart comes in for LaRavia. And it's Kennard in for Smith. And he makes both free throws. Minnesota's gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. And there's a pick. The Sunmu for 3. The Lakers with a rebound.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
James outside. Lets it go from deep. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Reed's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. DeSumo outside. To the middle. Here's Highland. Ooh, the lead pass was in the perfect spot to set up the layup.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
And the shot goes down.
Give a good player a good look, and you know what the outcome will be.
For Minnesota, they've gotten just 3 of 9 shots to go in, struggling this fourth quarter. Pass to Shannon. Reed, a screen on Hachimura. Outside Reed. Lets the 3 fly. Hachimura with a rebound.
And he might have thrown himself off when he saw how much space he had from 3.
Kennard on the wing. Here's James. And the Lakers tack on 2 more.
I like how fast Bron makes decisions, reading the defense ahead of time, rising and shooting with confidence.
Outside Reed. DeSumo, right side. Back to Reed. Pass to Shannon. Over Hachimura. Shannon's shot is off.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity from the mid-range. He can hit that.
And it's James with the jam.
Well, they're on the right path now, but still in a pretty big hole.
But this is a game again, and the other side has to be feeling a little bit nervous with how quickly that lead vaporized.
Ooh, and once again, off the mark by Minnesota. Here are the Lakers with the ball. A big stretch here going, 10-2. DeSumo with it. Hayes picks him up. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. Grant, you're involved with helping the NBA grow the game globally. How important are those initiatives?
You know, BA, it's very important to watch how the game has grown over the last 30 years that I've been connected with the NBA is quite staggering. But there's more work to be done. So every initiative, every appearance, every camp, every game is so vitally important as we continue to spread the game of basketball all over the world.
And the first one at the line is good. Aiden, he's checked in for the Lakers. Phillips is checked in for the Timberwolves. Conley comes in for Highland. And so he hits both. And for Los Angeles, they're shooting only 36% since the fourth quarter started. James, outside. Connects from downtown. James has got 34.
And it really took a while, but they've started to find their form. And this run's making the deficit look a little bit more respectable.
Minnesota leading by 22. Outside Conley. Pass to Shannon from deep. Counted from distance. Shannon's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. James outside. Now here's Smart. He's covered by DeSumo. Smart with a bucket.
And they keep on figuring out ways to force the rock inside and convert.
And it's Conley with the ball for Minnesota. Pass to Phillips. DeSumo, right side. Here's Phillips. Here's Shannon. No good on the 3.
It hasn't been his best game, but his team is still doing just enough to be up.
And here's Hachimura. Richard, the league taking some steps to prevent flopping. What's the criteria for what crosses the line?
It's called STEM. It's an acronym for secondary, theatrical, exaggerated movements. Yes, that's a real term. It's kind of a limited definition, and it basically says, don't be an idiot.
Here's Conley, following the score by Los Angeles. Outside Reed. Pass to Shannon. Good ball movement here by Minnesota. DeSumo for 3. Hits the three-pointer.
And looking to shoot as many threes as possible. This kind of confidence, impressive to see.
Screen by James. Hachimura from long range. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Pass to Phillips. Here's Dosunmu, defended by Smart. Here's Phillips, 6 to shoot. And a miss there on the triple. James, outside. Soft touch off the glass. James has got 38 points.
Look, the moment he gets it anywhere near the hoop, look, it is over. Just too much strength, too much touch, either hand.
Now here's Reed. Conley looking for an opening. Reed against Aiden. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
Shooting one.
Honestly, I don't know how he pulled that off.
And despite the NBA's popularity, some folks criticizing the wide-open style of play.
Yeah, you know, B.A., some of the artistry is lost when guys are mostly hunting for open threes. But for some teams like the Celtics and Warriors, that's been a championship-winning formula. And, well, we all know it's a copycat league.
Here's what Los Angeles is going with right now. Hayes is checked in for DeAndre Ayton. Kleba comes in for Hachimura. LaRavia is checked in for Smart. And James is subbed in for Kennard. A minute 39 left in the game. James up top. He's guarded by Highland. James passes to Hayes. LaRavia outside. Pass to James. Out to Kleba. Now here's LaRavia. It's James on the wing. Now LaRavia. Now Hayes. Reed defending. 4 on the clock. Hayes, the pass to LaRavia. Three-pointer off the mark.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
Yeah, and the risk now is that he gets inside his own head. Time to take deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, and let the game come to you.
Back to Dosunmu. Outside, Anderson. Minnesota again missing. James, outside. 34 seconds left in the fourth. Here's the three. Gets the three ball to go.
Known as a point forward, James excels at facilitating the offense and making his teammates better. One of the best to ever do it.
Pass to Shannon. Dosunmu outside. Now here's Anderson. They set the screen. And so it's Minnesota easily grabbing this one. This one wasn't even close. The hometown crowd was waiting for a miracle that never came.
Yeah, and this team was consistent throughout. They met every challenge, and they earned this dub.
And that about wraps it up. For Richard Jefferson, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for watching. And now, time for our player of the game, Anthony Edwards.